welcome back to my channel. So today I thought that I would do my morning and evening routine for you. So a lot of you may not know that I was a beauty therapist and a skin therapist for 10 years before I changed career, but I'm still very much into my skincare, very much into beauty, makeup and everything, as you can see from my channel. So it's just a hobby of mine. It's something that's just extended from my change of career. You know, once you're always into skincare, you're into skincare. So I just thought I would show you my morning and evening skin routine. So we're going to start off by doing the morning. I'm then going to go about my day, wash my hair, maybe play around with some makeup, and then I'll come back and show you my evening routine. So I have a fairly complex skin routine, and that's purely because I just love skincare. I have really dry skin, always have done. I've been very lucky. I never really went through that spotty puberty kind of phase, so I've always been really lucky. My genetics are really good, so I'm lucky there, but I do have dry skin. It goes particularly dry across my T-section here if I don't look after it, and on my cheeks, and sometimes across my nose, which can obviously cause a bit of a problem when I'm putting makeup on. So I say it's complex. It's not the cheapest routine, but it's what works for me, and I hope you enjoy it, and I'll tell you a little bit about each product as we get there. I always like my skincare to be very spa-y. I love my essential oils, so we're going to start off by popping an S-Bar headband on. So I've always been into the real spa-y side of thing, you know, natural but scientific, so that you're not just wasting what you're putting on your skin. But my morning routine and my evening routine are very different. My first morning step is the Elemis superfood facial wash. So I'm not really a huge fan of facial washes, but this one's lovely. It's because it doesn't have too much of a harsh surfactant in there that makes it bubble. It's led by nature, so you don't tend to find too much of the alcohols and the sodium lauryl sulfate and things like that. So that's what I'm using currently. Because I get so many little samples and travel sizes and things, so I'll switch on to something else. My usual standard, if I have nothing to try out, is a Earle cleanse and polish, and I like all fragrances.
Traditionally soapish. Take it to the max for the holidays. Pour a glass at the dinner table.
Anyway. All the stuff that's good for your insides, they've taken extracts from it, popped it in here, so it's good for the outside, so it helps defend a little bit. It is a cleanser. Cleansers aren't miracle workers. You wash them off your skin. If it's not a leave-on product, so it's just gonna get rid of the night before. It's not really gonna treat it too much. It smells really spa-like. It's a bit of a funny sort of green colour. I use about a 10p piece worth. Just wet my hands. So this doesn't foam too much because it doesn't have loads of, you know, what you find in shower gel, things like that in there. So get my hair back. Always do your neck. So I tend to use more of my treatment products of an evening because your skin regenerates at its maximum overnight. God, this just smells amazing. It just smells like a spa. Obviously I went to sleep with no makeup on, so I'm not doing an eye makeup remover this morning because I don't need to, but what I am removing is any sweat, dirt, grime that I might have from the night before. I only cleanse once in the morning, purely because I'm only taking off any residue of night cream, night oils, any fluff that might have stuck to my face, any cat hair that might have stuck to my face, all of that, any sweat, that's coming off. And normally, like I said, I'm a drier skin. If you're a bit more oily, you may need to do that double cleanse, one to break down the dirt, and then the second to actually do the treatment of the skin. So the next thing that I use is the Earle skin tonic. You can get this in a pouring version onto cotton pads. You can also get it in a spray, so I use it both ways. I've only bought this size because I use it both ways. I just unscrew the cap, get a couple of cotton pads, so then I just make sure I've got that. It's more to make sure I've got the wash off, just to make sure I've not got any fake tan hovering around. You don't need to tone. Toning is a little bit of a myth. So what you find now are the brands market them as spritzes, as tonics, as things like that. So toners back in the day were made as an alcohol base because they didn't have the science that we have now. So it was to get rid of any of the lanolin, which is a byproduct of sheep fat and sheep's wool, which is like a waxy thing that we do still find in a lot of products. It tends to be less and less in cleansers these days. So toners aren't necessary, but it depends on what you want it to do to your skin. So this one, for example, is hydrating. I've just used that to wipe off any excess there, which is what a toner was originally back in the day made to do. But you can, a lot of places do this now, you can have them as a spritz. Close your eyes, spritz it over, and then follow with your moisturiser, and that's going to lock that moisture content in. If it's a hydrating spray, which is what this is brightening and hydrating, it needs to be one of the last things that you put on your skin for it to do anything. And it does leave my skin feeling nice, refreshed and bright, and it feels nice and sticky, I'm gonna say, hydrated, you know, and you can feel that it's left something on your skin. So the next thing that I'm going to use, I'll show you guys first, is the ordinary vitamin C. I use this in silicone purely because, again, with my skin being so dry, I just need those little extra bits just to help. The serums and the powders don't tend to soak in for me, but this almost, it feels like a primer, just a gritty primer. I use this one during the day because I use retinol at night. So I use about that much. Just spread it between my hands and warm it slightly. Vitamin C is a very hard product to get into your skin and to get to absorb into your skin. A lot of things are hard to get through your skin. So when someone says to you, this product will penetrate your dermis, it won't. We're treating dead skin cells, sorry to tell you, and we're just encouraging cell renewal, cell exfoliation and repair rate and structure. The only way you can get something to penetrate into your dermis is by either having laser treatment, is by having microneedling done, or some form of electronics to push those molecules deeper into your skin. Everything that we do on the top will only treat the epidermis, the surface that we see, but that's where we get most of our breakage in our skin. That's what causes that dryness. I'm just going to wash my hands. So you know when you get that flaky, horrible look on your skin, that's because your skin's not working effectively to exfoliate and remove those dead skin cells, and you get those real onion fine lines going on and you don't know what to do. That's moisture loss, whereas hydration tends to be a lot finer and not as obvious on the skin. It doesn't smell very nice, I'm going to tell you that, but it works really well. It makes me feel brighter. So that also, because it's in a silicone, will help protect my barrier layer as well. So barrier layer is, imagine your skin is a wall with the cement and the bricks, and your barrier is the cement. If that breaks down over time, the bricks fall out, your skin cells fall out. That's exactly what happens when you're dehydrated and dry. So I like to try and keep as much of that barrier intact as possible. I then go in with currently the hydraskin serum from Darphin. So this is a very similar brand to Elemis. I just quite like this, and because I've put the silicone on over the top, I can put anything water-based over the top of it. If I put anything that's too oil-based over the top of it, then it's just going to kind of sit on the top and not really do what I want it to do. Like, it's a new one, where it looks like it hasn't really been used. Go with 4 pumps. Also, if you go with like pressing techniques, it tends to warm the skin and you don't drag it as much. But if you do light upward motions, it doesn't smell of anything, this one, which is amazing. So then, just to give myself an extra boost before we moisturise, this syrup, this smells like baby powder, it's amazing. So just give us that extra boost, and then I'm currently using the Elemis Pro Collagen Marine Cream in Ultra Rich, again dry. This product is very expensive. I think it's about £60–70 for the Ultra Rich. I do use the normal one sometimes. It's very expensive with what it's got in it. Again, Elemis are like my favourite brand to use. That's the amount that I use. You can see that there on my nail. Tiny amount. So I absolutely love Elemis. It's like a spa in a jar every time. If I ever go to a spa, I always have an Elemis treatment. Like, I love Declior, but Elemis just have that spa edge for me. So they very much tell their guests that they're led by nature, but they believe in the science of nature, which is good. A lot of research goes into their products. But as I'm 32, I do use anti-wrinkle stuff. You should start using something anti-aging by the time you're 25, which I know is shocking, but if you want to keep your skin youthful and plentiful, then yeah, 25 is the age for that. Now I'm going to use this, which is the Origins Ginseng Eye. This is okay. It smells nice. Ginseng's really good for the skin. What I don't like about it, now I've put moisturiser on, I can't get the lid off. Something's just come out, so wait, what I don't like about it is this end. So it comes out of here, pop it around your eye, off you go. I don't know whether you can see how dirty that is. And I've only been using that for a couple of weeks. So what I now do is I pop a little bit onto my finger. Tap, tap, tap. So I got this because I got it as a free product. It smells lovely. It smells like oranges. I'm just not overly convinced how bright and refreshed it's making me at the moment, because I'm testing out a new eye cream at night as well that I'm going to be doing in another review. I'm going to be reviewing the Boots Glow stuff because I've heard lots of good things. I have been testing it out already. I'm a sucker for new skincare, and if it's cheap, it's cheap. It's just that I have expensive taste. But The Ordinary, like, that's cheap, that works. So yeah, so I'm going to be doing that soon, so I'll let you know when that comes up. And then finally, again, because I use vitamin C and because I use retinol at night sometimes, I use sun cream, no matter whether it's dark, light, middle of the day, whatever, I always use sun cream. Minimum of an SPF 30. This does come in a spray, so you can just spray it onto your face, which you can see is quite splatty. So I just do 10 pumps into my hands. So the common misconception with sun cream is it's going to stop me tanning, it's going to give me white cast, it's to protect me against the sun, so if it's winter I don't need protection. That's all rubbish. You should be wearing an SPF every single day, and this was the thing when I did beauty that I was most passionate about, was educating people as to what SPF means and why they need it in their routine. So if you're exfoliating your skin, if you're stripping anything off of your skin, you need to have an SPF on there. If you're using retinols, if you're using vitamin C powders, if you're using AHA at home peels, anything like that, then you need to be using an SPF of at least 30. So an SPF 15 only gives you, I believe it's 93% protection against the sun. 30 gives you, I think it's 95, 96%, and a 50 gives you 97%. Anything higher than a 50 is absolutely a waste of your money and time. So that's my skincare done. So looking nice and shiny, fresh faced. So yeah, that's me. You can see I've got a little bit of redness there from the vitamin C because I can feel it tingling on my skin. Not now, but I could. But yeah, what I'll do is I'll give that 15 minutes and then I'll put my primer on and off I'll go. Do my makeup and to go about my day. I'll come back in a little while and I will do my evening one. Hi guys, I'm back. So it's now night time. I have bathed, I have washed my hair. I washed it first before I got in the bath, so that's why it's a little bit dry now. But yeah, now it's time to chill out. So normally I would do my face while I'm in the bath, not with the bath water. I normally have a bowl or use the sink that's next to me, and then just pop on a candle and just chill out, because this is my more luxurious time. So we're gonna pop on our headband again. So I would normally exfoliate and mask of an evening. I would normally do that about twice a week, but I did it yesterday, so I won't be doing it today. But just to let you know what exfoliators I do use, I tend to prefer chemical exfoliant. So I'm currently using the Ordinary AHA 30% peel, and I use that once or twice a week. And then if I feel like I'm getting a bit grimy from the makeup, feeling a bit from the mask wearing and all of that, then I use a physical scrub, and I use the Sand and Sky exfoliator, and then I will patchwork my mask according to what I need. So yesterday when I did a mask, it's feeling much better. A few little bumps under the chin here from wearing masks, a couple up the side here because I've been testing out some new products, so my skin is sort of purging a little bit, but not too much, and then a little bit on my nose, which is where I use the Sand and Sky clay mask, and then everywhere else I use hydrating masks. So depending if I'm going straight to bed or not, depends on which mask I'm using. So I sometimes use the Earle overnight mask, I sometimes use an eye mask, or I'll just tend to use a hydrating mask just generally around here. The Origins avocado one is also really nice. Or if I'm feeling really bougie, I will use my Pro Collagen cleanser as a mask, which a lot of people don't realise that you can use that as a mask. So that's what we are going to start with today. So Elemis Pro Collagen Cleanser is my absolute fave. This is a supersized tub. I have had this for nearly a year. As you can see, I've still got plenty left. You don't need to use very much. It smells amazing. It's just a really bougie product. I love the rose version. I've recently purchased the neroli one as well. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave this open so I can smell it while I do my eyes. So as I said earlier, I don't use eye cleanser in the morning because I take everything off at night, and I make sure that I do a really good job so that all I need to do is cleanse in the morning. So one of my all-time favourite makeup removers is the bifacial Lancome. It gets off everything. It gets off liquid lips, it gets off waterproof mascara, and you don't have to like rub and rub and rub. It's really good. So you can see that it's in 2 portions. So you just shake that together. Like I said, as a therapist, I've used lots and lots of eye makeup removers. I used to do eyelash extensions, so I used to have to use non-oil based products, and they just don't remove the same as these oil based ones. Oh, the Elemis cleanser smells amazing. I love doing my nighttime skin routine. I normally set myself up with a cup of tea in the bath with a candle on, and then just fully chill out. When you walk into my bathroom at night after I've been in there, it literally smells like a spa. So I'm going to just very gently wipe down the lashes. Nice and clean. Then we're going to go in with Pro Collagen Cleansing Balm. What a lot of people don't realise, that's what I'm going to use, is that cleansing balm is designed to be the first cleanse, and just like your hair, you should always double cleanse when you're removing makeup. So, cleansing balm needs to be worked into the skin for at least a minute. Like I said earlier, toners are not designed to remove makeup or be your second cleanse. Toners are designed to just treat the skin, hydrate the skin, whereas balms and cleansers are designed to melt makeup don't use a balm around your eyes or like directly on your eyes. You can use it up to where your cheekbone stops, through your eyebrows, but don't bring it down onto the eyes, because if you try and open your eyes while you've got cleansing balm on, that is not good news. So making sure we go all the way up to the hairline, up to the ears, try not to make my new hair greasy. And then we're going to emulsify it with a little bit of water. So if any of you use Dermalogica pre-cleanse, you know exactly what I'm doing. But again, balms are oil-based normally, and they react with water to lift all the makeup and dirt from your skin. Oh, I do love this balm. So when I say that I sometimes use this as a mask, I wouldn't now leave it on as a mask, because leaving it on my skin is going to leave all the makeup and all the dirt and oil on there. So I would take another amount and use it as a mask later on for about 10 minutes. So balms are designed to get rid of makeup, before you do your second cleanse, and your second cleanse is like your treatment for the skin. So you could cleanse again with a balm. If you've got really dry skin like me, I can get away with it. I personally don't like to, but this would be your time to use your wash, use a foaming one, balancing, whatever your skin needs. Like I said, because I'm quite dry, I don't tend to use a wash or a foaming product. So if I'm feeling extra, I do go in with that again. But my normal one would be the Squalene Cleanser by The Ordinary. So squalene is something that our skin naturally produces. It's our natural oil. So this is really hydrating for me. So this doesn't foam. It's a nice cream. As you can see, it's well loved. Cleanser, just to rehydrate my skin, just to prep me for what I'm about to do, because this is where all my treatments come in. Some people might scream at me and go, oh my god, it's too much. Trust me, my skin can take it. I can put anything on my skin and it doesn't react. The only thing that I've ever reacted to is deep heat, or anything that has clove in it. Other than that, put chemical peel on my face, which I have had in the past, and I don't go red. But then I do really look after my skin, so I guess that's why. So then the next step in my routine, I'm using the Pixie Glow Tonic to go, because I'm lazy and can't bother to find even more cotton pads. So they're already done. So I wouldn't use this on the days that I exfoliate. This is like my in-between days, just to give me a boost. So the Glow Tonic is salicylic? Glycolic. Almost good at removing my makeup today. That's not bad. If that is covered in makeup, you are not cleansing your skin properly, I can tell you that. So then just pop the hydration back into my skin with the Elemis ginseng toner. On days where I use my AHA peels and I don't use this, I pop this on a cotton pad and off I go. But today, because I've used this, I'm just going to spritz just to pop some moisture back into my skin before I use my retinol. it smells amazing. I literally have 3 of these right now, so I'm not running out anytime soon. The smell of the spa, it smells amazing. So before that dries, so I'm going to pop my retinol on. So the retinol that I use is by The Ordinary. It is a 0.5% and it's within squalene. So I use this once or twice a week. That's why my SPF is so important with the AHA peels and with retinol. Never ever ever use retinol if you don't intend on using an SPF. It's just so dangerous for your skin. So just gonna warm that through. And this one is eye safe, because it's such a low percentage. So what retinol does for your skin is it very gently exfoliates, regenerates. So before I do the next step, I am just gonna wait for this to sink in a little bit before I finish off. So I'll be back in a sec. So here I am, still looking real greasy, but it's started to soak in now. I get cat hairs all over me. I have 5 cats. Trust me, they get everywhere. So I then do my hyaluronic acid, which is The Ordinary hyaluronic acid. So you can put this under or over your retinol, but I like my retinol to go directly onto the skin so you can do maximum. And then this follows it and just kind of pushes it in that little bit deeper. Like I said, I am super dry. This is super hydrating, but not greasy or oily at all. Just to warn you, I always look like a grease bucket once I finish my skin. But my skin in the morning always looks nice and glowy. Oh, I haven't put on my music. Alexa, continue. This has no fragrance in it at all. So hyaluronic acid, if you don't know, obviously it's taken the world by storm at the moment. People have just discovered it. I've been using for years the Dermalogica hydrating drops. I can't remember what it's called now. I haven't used them for a long time because I haven't worked with Dermalogica for a very long time. But they were like hydrating booster, I think it was called. You just put a few drops in, and that was hyaluronic base. So hyaluronic can hold 100 times its weight in water. It's naturally found within our skin. So when you put it on, although it doesn't pour water from your skin to the outside, it will keep everything in, and it takes water in, which is lovely. So then again, grease face. I always go in with an oil. I have just switched to this one, which is the Darphin Rose Oil. I was using the Pro Collagen Marine Oil.
It's Black Friday at Talk Talk. Say
Cheers,
goodbye
Alexa.
to 2020.
Apparently I do not have it on Spotify. Apparently I have got it on Amazon Music and I don't pay for Amazon. So apologies about the adverts. It was really annoying and destroyed my spa experience. Anyway, the rose oil from Darphin. Just pour a little bit. So I love an oil because I am so dry. told you, grease bucket. Trust me, after about 30 minutes, this will go and it looks like I've done nothing. I do sometimes find if I rub too much over the retinol that my skin sort of balls, because obviously it is an exfoliant, so I try not to rub too much. Also, if you have nice warm hands like me, the heat will help it all mesh together and sink in. If you put the oil on before the retinol won't do its job. It will just kind of sit on the surface and not do anything. Yeah, it just smells like spa. So, sneak peek, been testing out the new Boots Glow range. So this is the eye cream that I'm using at the moment. It's had really good reviews online. You get loads of product in there for like £4 or £5. So it's a very, very lightweight eye cream. It's very gentle, which I'm not fussed on how my eye cream feels, but I know I've got cat hair here. Got it. But I know some people prefer a thicker one. This isn't for you if you prefer a thicker one. This is pure hydration based. So I'm not sure what makes it glow, but we will find out in the next video, because I'm going to do some research and I have been testing this. So we will see. And then my last bit is my cream. I told you I like expensive stuff. This is my Elemis Oxygenating Night Cream. Part of the Pro Collagen range. This is even more expensive than the day cream. So literally, that is all I need. It's literally like, it's so thick, it's like butter. Just to lock everything in. Try not to massage too much. And it's oxygenating because it's designed to bring oxygen to your skin. The ingredients, the natural ingredients in there naturally help rejuvenation, gently exfoliate and increase collagen. Now I know that sounds like a miracle product. I know a moisturizer is not a miracle product, but it helps lock in everything that you've done previous to this step, and it will help protect your skin at night. But yeah, I'm very lucky that I have very, very clear skin. And that's it. I now won't touch my face for about half an hour before I go to bed, and then I normally try and sleep face up for the first sort of like 20 minutes, half an hour before I turn over, so that I'm not wiping it all over my pillow. So yeah, so that's my skin routine. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.